Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Saurabh Sharma. So we have with us today a very bright student, Dr. Ankit Agrawal, and he has scored a very good score in the recent NEET exam. He has scored of 661 out of 800, and he has scored a very great rank, 211. So I would like you to introduce Dr. Ankit Agrawal. He's from Kolkata, and he has joined our DAMS Kolkata. He was a regular student. Ankit, congratulations, many congratulations to you. First of all, tell me,
Thank you, sir.
yes, sir, how are you feeling right now? Huh? Relieved?
Yes, sir. A bit relieved, but again, choosing a branch is also a difficult one. Once you struggle for exam and then after that you chase after branch, so it's also a tougher side.
But of course, a big relief now. For a long time, the exam was not happening, and then it has
Oh,
happened.
yes,
So,
sir.
so
That is
Ankit,
the thing.
tell us.
Like,
Yeah, please go and go.
वो तो है मतलब like waiting for 6 extra months and almost about 8 months extra, and then after that the exam. So it's a big relief. That
So Ankit, we all would like to know your journey now. From where have you done your MBBS? What have been your journey in MBBS? And then how come you have joined DAMS? You were a regular student or TNT student? Tell me which college you are from.
Sir, I done my MBBS from SSKM, that is IPGMER Kolkata,
Okay.
and I joined dance at my third year. Like I joined it in the foundation. I took foundation from dance, and I completed my classes all before internship. My internship was supposed to be the TND, but due to heavy workload in my college, I couldn't attend most of the classes during the TND, and due to that, I couldn't perform well in NEET 2020. So I just I just sat in the exam, and it was like very poor performance. Like I scored around 528 at that time, and my rank was around 39K. So I didn't expect that so much dip I would get, because I didn't had the insight that how is the competition going on in the real world. I gave it and I found that it's not that easy. I'll have to pull myself up very much. And that after that, I joined the TND. I personally attended the mentorship session last year to 2020 in Kolkata, which was taken by Sachin Arora sir.
Yeah. Okay.
So he guided me very well. He told me what the course suits me and what I am deficient in. So according to that, I joined the TND course, and I I for regular study thing I followed the TND, but with TND I had to do some extra things because I completed my notes itself in the third and fourth year during the foundation. But
Right.
the thing was that I was not thorough enough in the test and discussion, and my test skills were not so much improved. I had I completed my reading only, but I didn't approach for the revision, and my practical skills were not so much good. So I had to brush myself up initially. But the positive thing was that I did my subject, so I had the idea that what I had read, and I knew that I had the content. Just I have to apply them.
Okay.
So according to schedule, I studied the for TND, and I used to do something like I used to integrate at that time, because always I found that sir and Sumit Sethi sir and all the mentors were telling me that you have to study in an integrated manner.
Correct.
You have to do something which other students are not doing. So you should be an extra edge according to that. So I did that.
So Ankit, you were able to, I mean, you joined as a foundation batch student. You started with our second year and third year with us, and you already have your notes with them already in your hand at your internship. Though it was a hectic internship, so you were not able to do well in that time. But the TND session helped you to groom a little bit more. You already had your
Yes,
notes
sir.
with that, and plus TND was an added advantage. The most good
Yes, sir.
advantage of TND is that it gives you a very good schedule. That you have to complete your subject in a particular time, and with your notes you already have with us from the foundation, plus TND gives you extra questions and extra schedule, which is very important when you are given an exam like this. So tell me how helpful were you giving grant tests regularly? When did you start giving grant test?
Sir, as I talked to my seniors, so they also stressed very much upon the grant test. Even they and even the teachers always told that even you haven't completed the subject, you will have to give the grant test.
Correct, correct.
So I started it from the month of March itself last year. But
March
initially
2020.
my scores were March 2020, but my scores were not too much improved. So I
Correct.
had the target that I need to improve my scores. And with gradually, when my TND, my first revision was complete, I saw that my score is improving, but it was a plateau. But like it was not improving so much rapidly. Then I got to know that I'll have to shape up my grand test, and I need to develop the art of cracking MCQ. So even I found that my some subjects are weak. I need to work on them. So grand tests are very important, sir. In a like aspirants like such a high competitive exam, grand test is a must to do. Like even if you know the subject, you will not be able to apply everything in a grand test. So that gives you the thing, that gives you the insight that what you are lagging behind.
Grant test also gives you the areas where you are weak, and you can prepare
Yes,
accordingly
sir.
which subject you are weak, and you can give more time to that.
Yes, sir.
Plus, were you giving
Yes.
grant test at your home in an exam manner, and how were you giving the grant test? Were you timing your grant test
Sir,
like simulating an exam?
Sir, the most of the grantors I used to give in my place only because lockdown was going on, sir. So and the exams which were planned according to DAMS, that computer-based test CBTs, those which took place in center, I usually used to go to the center and to give it like it used to relieve the inner tension and anxiety.
Correct.
Because it just simulates just like an exam. You carry your rank, you carry your admit card, and you go to a center and sit in front of the computer. Even I personally used to feel that giving exams from home, from the comfort zone, and giving exam from the center also creates a difference in your concentration abilities, and also like gives you that hormonal drive.
Correct.
And like that epinephrine drive.
Yes.
Definitely, I saw that even when I used to give exam from my home, I used to get 5 to 10 questions less correct as compared to when I was giving it in centers.
Correct.
So
Of
it
course,
was
the gold standard
definitely
is to go to the center and give the exam. But
yes,
if, for
sir.
example, there is, I mean, the people who are not able to go and there is no center nearby, what they can do is they can, I mean, they can time their
Yes,
grand
sir.
test at home. Timing is very important because of simulating the exam. That when you're giving the final
Yes, sir.
exam, it is not an alien subject, alien thing for you. That it's just like
Yes,
an
sir.
exam which you are giving for a very long time. So very nice. Grand test is very important for this PG exam, and the evaluation of grant test. Every grant test you have to see whether you are improving or not. Correct.
Yes, sir.
So
Exactly.
now tell
That is
me about your journey. How important is to go to the class nowadays? Online lectures are available everywhere. Online recorded lectures are there, online live classes, but you have been a face-to-face student. So what do you think now? What is the scenario? The how good do you think the face-to-face is, and compared to the recorded lectures or the online live ones? What is your perception about this?
Sir, according to me, like I personally took dance just because of the face-to-face interaction thing. Because
Hmm.
uh, I had other options available. There are many apps. We can just get the subscription and we can do the classes. But personally, my perception was that I am a man of procrastination. If I get that recorded lectures, I would not do it, and maybe something will distract me one on the other hand. So the basic reason which I took TAMS was just because of this, that there was live face-to-face
Correct.
uh, classroom program, and I can get there and I can get the target, and I have that boundage that I have to attend the classes and I have to complete it within the stipulated time. And but due to this COVID again, I had to do it in the app only. But
Yeah.
the thing which I got benefit that the lectures were live.
Yeah.
So I always prefer live classes, like even if it's a live face-to-face, or it's an app-based live thing.
Correct.
But because I am not a person of recorded thing, I will procrastinate, and I know that I won't be able to finish it any day.
The time which you spend in a live class and the same thing you spend in the recorded will take a much longer time. I mean,
Yes, sir.
it is obvious
Definitely.
thing. And how, I mean, we all know that our syllabus for PG exam, this is limitless. There is a lot of things
Yes, sir.
which can be studied. But do you think how smartly, I mean, do you think that we need to know everything? Or should we have a smart and selective approach, and a concise notes is what is important for our PG exam? You have given the exam.
Sir,
How was the exam
notes.
this time?
Sir,
Were your
notes
notes
plays a very,
sufficient
very
or?
important role.
Mhm.
Yes, sir. Notes are always the very, very important part in PG exam like this. And see, a student always should be thorough about his notes, because he will have that in his hand and he'll have to read it again and again.
Yeah.
So, vast and a long and a very big notes he couldn't do. Like even before the exam, if he has two or three notebooks of just a single subject, then there will be a dilemma in his mind going on at the back, that how will I finish it? So
Absolutely.
notes should be very, very crisp, and it should be very, very short and to the point, that these are the things you need to know, and you should be very clear and specific about it, and don't like burn your head in extra things.
Absolutely.
And here again, the role of grand test and previous year questions come into play. Like I always attended the grand test. I was very happy to attend the grand test. Even my performance was very low, then also I was pretty happy that I am attending a grand test, because it helps to evaluate myself.
Mhm.
I don't. I was not much into comparison with others, but I used to see my performance, whether my graph is improving or not.
Correct.
And the second thing is previous year questions. Like if we are reading a notes and we are solving previous year questions, and if we are able to solve it, then we are going on a right track.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So tell me about. So you were so you attended classes for a long time. Any particular instance you remember right now, or any particular teacher, if you remember from our dams? You can skip my name. Don't worry. Any particular teacher or instance which you have in your mind right now, which strikes you, that you remember for a that yeah, this happened, or Eureka moment, something like that.
So during my internship days, I had a lot of seniors who taught me even the clinics and approach to see a patient, to diagnose things. And I will be always grateful to them. Even I am in contact with many of them, and even they help me today also. Like any kind of problem in my family or personally I get, I used to directly ping them, and they are always happy to help, and they are very down to earth. And regarding that, faculties and mentors, I cannot ever forget you. Definitely, you said
You
that
can
I can
skip my
skip
name.
your name, but almost, sir, that I can't do, because you were there in my crucial times, and you were always there to guide me. Always, like I haven't received such guidance from anyone till yet in my life, and I always, like in others, I always got inspired from Arvind sir, Bharat Kati sir, Sumer sir. Like I learned that how to manage people together from Sumir sir only, because the everything he managed so properly and so beautifully. Like every situation he adapts himself so well, that I'm always like gaining inspiration from him, and he's just like a mentor to me.
We
And
learn from,
also,
we also learn from Dr. Sumer now as well. So you now tell me that when you got to know about your scores, so scores came first and then the rank. Huh? So you came to know about the scores. Where were you, and what was the first reaction when you saw that score? Were you at home or?
sir, I was traveling. I was in a train. I was returning from a trip from Darjeeling, and
Okay.
I I didn't expect that the results will come, and I just saw the cutoff list. I even didn't know about the result. And when I see when I saw that just the scorecard is there, and even the ranks were not there, I didn't know about it, because last year when they released the score and the result, there were rank aside. And when I first saw it, even my roll number, when I entered and searched it for it, it was not showing. Like it was such a big file that it didn't take the search.
Yeah.
So I was in very much anxiety that even I didn't qualify this time. So
Okay.
after that, when it took the search and when I saw the marks, even I was not sure, because this year the competition was so much high. I
Correct.
could see many of them posting in social media that they would have got 650 above and 700 above, even 600 above. So I was thinking, where would I stand? So I was not even sure that where I would stand. So I didn't expect much. But after that, when I saw that people are posting and saying that this is the marks, then I got to know that maybe if I wouldn't be able to make a double digit rank, but I will be definitely within a 3 digit.
3 digit. So that feeling you will not forget the entire life. It's
I was in train, even I was not expecting that this will happen, and it was very late night, so it was all of a sudden, and even it was going on in dilemma only for about an hour after that.
correct.
So I couldn't, I will never ever forget that night.
Right, of course. So tell me at the last that how helpful was DAM's Kolkata staff? I mean, they must have been a very important part of your journey as well. The
Yes,
classes
sir,
schedule
definitely.
arrangement, how helpful were the staff and the coordinators in DAM's Kolkata?
All of them are very good. I personally know some of them even from right from the time of admission. After that, they used to give us notes timely and used to inform us about the schedule of the classes. And even after the results also, they like coordinated very well. And during the classes also, like any kind of help we used to, uh, like any trouble we were facing in getting the study mats or anything, they used to guide very well. So they are definitely very good. I even attended some of the satellite classes last year during my internship days. During that time also, they were very cooperative. They used to inform about the scheduled classes in personal chat, and they were very friendly. Even
Right,
Pialidhar ma'am, I have met her twice or thrice
right.
during my entire course, and she was very lenient and she used to guide me very well.
Yeah. So now tell me, you scored a very great rank, 211. So what is your plan? Have you decided on your branch or still in a dilemma? One confusion ends and now the other confusion starts.
Yes, sir. This is a very like tough part in a PG life. Yeah, before the result, you are in a dilemma for getting a good result, and after the result, you are just like choosing a branch which is just equivalent to marrying a girl. You will have to see every aspect of it. So it's definitely a very big, and it's just like a arranged marriage. You are getting a girl, you will have to.
All right. So have you pinned
So
down any
for
branch
my
or dilemma in two or which branches are you looking for?
Sir, I was much into dermatology from last 1 year. Like even after my internship, I was looking after that. But after scoring this rank, I am in a dilemma to choose between radio and derma now. So
All right,
I
all
am
right.
doing much of. So my research is still going on. I am still confused in between the answers. Let's see how quick I get my answer.
Radiology is a common dilemma for the toppers. When they don't worry, you'll come to know. So last final messages for those students who couldn't make up this time. Just 1 minute. What the strategy should be for them? How about they should go about the notes and the grand test and the schedule? Just last words from a topper to the future toppers.
Sir, first of all, I would like to say that those who couldn't do well are definitely not less than the toppers, because everyone has faced the same tough time this year, and exams are definitely a hard work game, but also a luck game at the side. All like luck plays a very important role in this exam, and this single exam cannot decide that whether you are a topper or not, because it totally depends upon the 3 hour in presence of mind. Maybe you are a very good student, but in those 3 hours, maybe you are having some kind of problem. Like I had in my last INICT, I missed that 30 questions, and that took my rank to a very down state. So even that time I felt devastated. But the thing is that it happens with everybody. Maybe this was not your turn, but maybe the next turn is waiting for you, and you might get a very bad result next time. So it is never like to put yourself down and think about that you are not worth it. You are definitely very special, and you are like you have crossed a very tough situation in your life of this pandemic, which we are which is not ended yet. We are still facing it.
Correct.
So you are definitely special, and as an aspirant, I will say that I'm still now in the other side of the game, but you will definitely be very soon. But you'll have to like evaluate yourself, and you'll have to focus on what you are lacking on. So like my personal thing was that I was lacking in grand test. So
Mhm.
you'll have to see it that what you are lacking in. If you are lacking in exam skills, then definitely grand test are the must for you.
Absolutely. So just delayed, not denied.
Yes, sir.
Correct.
It's
Chalo.
definitely made for you. It will be coming to you very soon.
Thank you, Ankit, for giving us this interview and sharing your thoughts with the students. And again, congratulations to you. And I hope you will able to choose your field uh, quickly and then join. And again,
Thank you, sir.
congratulations. Best wishes.
Thank you, sir, and thank you for providing me this opportunity so that I could share my feelings and insights for what I came across and what are my messages for my fellow aspirants. Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Best wishes.
Thank you, sir.